Frederick. So what I'm explaining, what I was trying to tell you initially is SAP is an application which is used to run the day-to-day business processes. So we call this as an ERP. You might have heard about the ERPs and CRMs. Okay, CRM is something which is different. ERP is something different. Okay, so ERP will be used to run your all your business processes. Okay, you can take any company as an example. For example, you can take anything. Shall I take Maruti Suzuki or Tata cars, or take anything? Okay, so they will have certain business processes with respect to their departments, correct? Just with their department they will have the business processes, or business processes will be there with respect to their departments taken anyway. For example, Tata, they should do their manufacturing, correct? There will be a manufacturing department. So all the manufacturing processes will be covered or will be taken up by the department called the manufacturing. Obviously that should be. So sales and marketing will be there, purchasing will be there. Okay, I'm taking something called as what should I take? FICO, finance. Okay. Now understand this. To now, let's say like Tata, they are using some manual process or they are using some Tally application where they are recording. Tally is a small ERP. They're recording the day-to-day sales process in Tally. They're recording the day-to-day purchase process in Tally, manufacturing and finance process. But Tally is not such capable to maintain your huge transactions. Okay, it's not just that maintaining the transaction. That it's a very small database. Okay, it cannot handle the multiple ERPs or to handle them in a multiple legal entity environment. It's not possible for that. It's very small application. So people definitely they will opt either SAP or Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics. They'll go with a bigger ERPs, okay, ban or something else. So let's assume like Tata, they would like to migrate from Tally to SAP. So okay, in this case, so what Tata can do? So what Tata will do? Tell me. They'll go for some bidding process. Okay, so they might have already decided they want to go with an SAP. Now they are looking for an SAP business partners. Tata itself, they have a Tata TCS. Okay, TCS is there. Okay, now Genpact, they are also the SAP business partners. Yeah, Deloitte is also one of the SAP business partners. So what Tata can do is they can choose the best quoted with the best services, and they can give their agreement to them. Okay, now based on that, let's say like Genpact have got a they have won the project of Tata. What Genpact can do now, they will hire the project team, correct? This is where the initial process it begins. They will hire the project team. There will be a there will be a huge team, project managers, there certain hierarchy will be there. Okay, uh, including with all the leads and architects and everyone. Okay, there will be a functional consultants. Okay, functional consultants are someone who are going to deal with the business processes with the client. Okay, this is your customer. So as a functional consultant of SAP, specific to SD or specific to here you can call it as a PP. Okay, production. Here you can call it as an Here you can see that as an FICO. Okay, now the team of functional SDs, PP, FICO, along with the functionals, there will be a technicals as well. Okay, so now the technical team will be there, functional team will be there, right? Now as a functional team, what you will do, you will initially you will sit in the requirement gathering session. So in the initial workshops you will understand what actually is their current ongoing process in Tally, and you will try to understand how you can put it into an SAP. Okay, it's not just a understanding on an overview or at a high level. You have to maintain certain documents. Okay, obviously there will be, basically we maintain the two types of documents. So one is the as is, and there will be the to be documents. Okay, as is is something which they are going to maintain in their current process, what they have currently in the tally. Okay, their current process to be what actually they need in an SAP, and and with respect to the feasibilities and with respect to the gaps also will maintain. Okay, so that means in some of the process, so your SAP might not be capable to deliver that, but your what we can they don't have such reports entirely, but they need that now. Okay, now in that case we need to give them, okay, we need to go for some custom reports. So we can go, we can suggest them with the BI reports or something else where they can go and they can develop that with a separate team, and we can even deliver such things as well. Okay, what we call this initial processes which you are going to deliver them to the business, you call this as a implementation. What is this? It's an implementation, correct? You agree with me? You are going to give application for the first time. It's an implementation project. Basically it goes up to sometime 2 years, 3 years, even 1 year also. Basically it depends upon how big, how globally they are working. Okay, if Tata is working globally for 15 countries, definitely it goes for 2 to 3 years. If they initially they want to just implement for 3 countries, okay, you can implement this within, I can say, like 1 year or 1.5 year also you can implement this. Okay, now basically it depends upon how big or globally how they are, where they are located. Okay, based on that you can give the scope documents, or you can see basically the project managers, they'll define the scope. Okay, how timelines and everything, and how soon you are going to implement this. Now once the implementation is done, now business users are trained properly. Now go live has happened, people have started working on a production system. Now they are getting the day-to-day issues. Now what they need to do now, obviously after the go live and after the hypercare application, it goes to support, correct? So in a support, so people definitely they'll be raising certain issues. So the team from sales team, so they might be doing some sales quotations, sales orders, during which they might be having some issues. Okay, similarly the purchasing team, the while doing some procurements, okay, within the system like purchase requisitions or purchase orders, they might have some issues as well. What they can do, they can raise a support tickets. Okay, now it's a support project. Okay, it's, see now where you can focus is, you can focus on an implementation project or on a support project. Okay, if it is your support project, what you can understand is now application has been already implemented. Okay, now you are going to handle the day-to-day business cases which are being raised by the end users. Okay, and now you are going to sit, you are going to fix them and give the solution in their lower environment, and you are going to test it. You are going to ensure that it is working as per their expectations, and then you are going to move that to the production system. Okay, it's your support project, whatever you
And
do initially. Yeah,
uh, before our STMMPP finance, MM purpose only we purchase only we purchase side only we want only. These three are not important. Only MM only important. Okay.
yeah, yeah, but I'm just giving you an overview, entire
Okay.
application.
Okay.
I'm not
But but
explaining.
most important we are working only MM purpose only.
Yeah,
STPP finance means we are not concerned. Only MM purpose only we are working.
yeah, yeah, if you're working,
In a company,
yeah,
I say.
yeah, I understand. If you are just focusing on a part, just on the purchasing part. Okay, let's say like companies, definitely if you purchase something you have to sell it also, correct? Okay,
Okay,
there will be an integration in between one module to another module. If you are an see, if you are an consultant, you should know the process of SD, process of PP. Okay, how your financial activities are getting triggered in a system in a finance. But you are not going to learn all this. You will only focus, learn only the activities only.
okay,
Okay, but you should know the integration and whole implementation process. You should know. I'm just giving an overview. I'm not explaining you of any particular module now. Okay,
Okay, okay,
it's of everything how it works, and you guys can choose. Okay,
okay.
so I think someone has joined by keeping the name as a Motorola Moto G40 Fusion. Who is this? Can you introduce yourself? Unmute yourself. Hello, Motorola Moto G. Who is this?
He's not responding.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hello.
Hi, sir, this is Suresh. I joined this now.
Okay. Who is this? Suresh.
Suresh, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, what actually is your background, Suresh?
I'm a graduate and looking for a SAP FICO.
As a SAP FIC. Okay. Your background,
Become graduate.
become graduate. Okay. Okay. So, have you? Do you have any work experience?
No,
No. Okay. When is your pass out?
2019.
2019. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. So silently you can listen. Okay, I'm just giving an overview uh, with respect to the business processes, the implementation project, support project. Okay, how it works, and an integration between one module to another module. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So what I'm explaining you is once you're done with your course, you can target for a project. Definitely, you'll get a calls saying that we are looking for a support guy. We are looking for an implementation guy who might have implemented for so and so. Okay. Now, based on that, you will understand that if it is an implementation, you are going to sit on a greenfield project where they don't have an application at all. They might be having some other application where you are going to move that to SAP. Okay, with respect to your module only. You are not bothered about other modules. Okay, remember this again. Okay. Yeah, Mohan. What I'm trying to say, like, if you are an consultant, you are just bothered
Okay,
about your implementation only. SD
okay,
team will be there, they will take care of their process. Okay. Similarly, PP. Similarly, finance team, they will take care of the finance activities. Okay. So whatever you do, the first module which gets implemented is an FICO. The reason is FICO team, they will create the company codes and they will map all the GL accounts,
okay,
all the general ledger accounts, wherein they will ensure that if you do the purchase invoice, okay, what would be the accounting entry which has to trigger into the system. Okay, so for that reason, first module which will be implemented is an FICO. Okay, and then once it was done, there comes any module, any. It's not like you have to go only with the purchasing, only with an only with an SD, only the PP, only with the HR. Okay, or any other modules. All right, hope it's clear to you. You can now, you guys can ask the questions, so be free, unmute yourself and
sir,
speak.
company code and a GL means only login purpose, sir.
No, 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 no.
Only company ID number.
No, no, that is your concept is wrong. So that is not for the login purpose. Okay, you will work. For example, if you are working for a Tata, this Tata company code should be there. Correct?
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
understanding, sir.
So
Okay.
this,
Company code, just
yeah.
only company code only.
See, it's not like just an ideal company code which doesn't have anything. It definitely, FICO team, they have to create all the GL account, they have to map everything to the data. Okay. For
Okay,
example, if the users they are working in a current period in a November, what they can do now? The current period should be open for them. Okay, they have to run everything for the current period. They'll ensure like whatever the currency they are posting, okay, and they're translating that to some other currencies. They'll ensure that okay, this exchange rate is already provided and system it is translating to that exchange rate and it is working properly.
okay,
Okay. Yeah, they'll ensure everything. Once everything is done, then only they'll ask the other team to go forward and to work on the other modules. But Once you I'll explain you properly once we start the classes. Okay, I'll explain you. You need to, you see, it's up to you whether you will install the application or you will just simply take an what we call this access to get your day-to-day hands-on on the system. Okay, so you need to practice on device, come with some questions, google it, then have confidence on it, and that's where you have to do your day-to-day practice. Okay, then you will understand how to log in, which one you will use for login. Okay, whether it's a company code or it's a what we call that, a server id, we call that as a client code actually.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Yep, it's like this. So why? Because I don't want to stretch much on the very introduction session where things will be bouncing to you, you cannot even focus. But very basic things where you can decide, okay, that's where I want to focus.
Can you please explain about the SAP basis?
What is that?
SAP basis.
Basis.
Yeah.
See, what basis team will do, what's a basis is, it's an admin team.
Okay.
Okay, where initially you will not do everything in the production system, correct? We will start from the very lower environment.
Yes.
You will start from, as you guys already worked in a work environment, you know where there will be development systems first, correct?
Yeah.
The development environment, there will be a test environment. Okay, there can be the uats, there can be a pre-prod production, certain environments will be there, right?
Yes.
So who
Yes.
will create all these environments? The basis team. They will do many things, they will do the backups, they will do many things. Okay, it's basically the admin kind of work. Basis.
Okay.
Mm, I don't suggest for the ladies who can work on the basis team. Okay, round the clock, you guys should be available. You have to ensure like your servers are on working. Okay, and whenever you want to take anything, you have to be at an upfront to work on the systems actually.
Okay, but it will be easy to learn, right? Like there will be no coding and much.
Don't go for easy things. How you can crack and how you can sustain in the market, that's important.
Okay.
There were many easy things where you can, but work hard for some days.
Sir, tell me uh, demo full
See, MM,
course, full course, full
yeah,
name.
see, MM basically, what I explained you is it's basically about the purchasing process.
Okay, this demo,
You should understand is,
step by step, any
I
images.
can explain you that step by step, but it's just an overview what I'm giving you. Okay. When once I start, I can give you proper overview. Okay. So what we do in the first step, okay, what we do in the second step, and then it's, you see, there will be two things which you have to understand. One is the front end and then the back end. There will be something like this. One is an admin, another is the front end point of view. Okay, or we call this as an IMG screen also, implementation guide, and then the easy access. Okay, so from the back end we will do the setup. Okay, or I can even call it as a configurations. I will do certain configurations. Then, for example, for each and every process you need two things. First is the master's data and then the transactional data. Okay, so as point of so what all the master's data you require? Hmm? Product master, item master, correct? Then vendor masters, bank masters. Similarly, if it is from other modules, from SD point of view, there can be custom masters. If it is from the FICO point of view, there will be a chart of accounts. That means the GL masters should be there. Okay. profit center masters, cost centers, profit centers, cost centers, okay, and other GL master definitely should be there. All the bank masters, okay, fixed asset masters. So all these masters, based on the masters, then you will do the transactions. How you can do all these things, how you can create a masters, how you can post a transaction in the system without a setup, means it's not possible. First thing is you have to do certain configurations in a system, okay, then you will create a masters for that, and thereafter you will try to execute that in a system by posting some transactions. You got it?
Understand, sir.
Yeah.
Any content, tell me any content, images or
Yeah, will be
anything.
shared that to you, don't worry. Content will be shared
Okay.
that.
Not sir. One this demo class is only is saying 4-5, but
Hmm?
అంటే కొంచెం నాకు ఇమేజ్ ప్రకారం చెప్తారా సార్? ఇమేజ్ డెమో క్లాసెస్ లాగా చెప్తారా?
చెప్తాను. కానీ మీరు ఏం చేసుకుని మీరు ఇంత డిసైడ్ చేసుకుని మీకు ఇప్పుడే
ఎంఎంఏ సార్.
మీరు ఎంఎం అన్నారు
ఎంఎంఓలో.
కదా, ముందు
ఎంఎంఏ.
చెప్పలేదు కదా ఎంఎం అని. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏం తీసుకున్నారో ముందు తెలియదు కదా మీకు కూడా. చెప్పిన
నేను ఎంఎంఏ సార్. ఎంఎంఏ తీసుకుంటున్నాను.
అదేలేండి, ఇప్పుడు అన్నారు కదా. ముందు చెప్పుంటే నేను ఎంఎం కంటెంట్ మీకు డెమో కూడా ఎంఎంతో ఉంటే డెమో మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్
లేదు సార్. నేను యాక్చువల్‌గా తనకి చెప్పిన నాకు ఎంఎంఏ డెమో క్లాస్ చెప్పాలి.
నో ప్రాబ్లం.
బ్రీఫ్‌గానే చెప్పమని చెప్పిన. ఒకసారి చెప్పరాదా సార్? ఒకసారి కంటెంట్ తీసుకొని చెప్పారా?
ఇప్పుడు ఈ సిస్టమ్ లేదు యాక్చువల్గా. ఈ సిస్టమ్ లేదు. నేను యాక్చువల్లీ వీళ్ళ సిస్టమ్ వేరేది అడిగాను నేను. దాంట్లో చెప్పాలి నేను. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఎంఎం ప్రాసెస్ మీకు అర్థం కావాలి బేసికల్గా. అసలు ఎంఎం అంటే ఏంటి, దాంట్లో ఏం చేస్తాం.
అంటే మీరు దానికి ఇమేజ్ టైప్స్ లాగా మనకి కంటెంట్ లాగా
ఇమేజ్ కాదు కానీ, ఇమేజ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, ఇమేజ్ అంటే
దానికి
పిక్చర్స్.
కంటెంట్ ఉంటది కదండీ. ఇప్పుడు సైకిల్ అని ఏమో ఉంటాయంట కదా! దాని ప్రకారం ఒకసారి
అదే
కంటెంట్
చెప్తున్నాను మీకు ఇక్కడ. ఎంఎం అంటే మెటీరియల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్లో ఫస్ట్ మనం మాస్టర్స్ ఉంటాయి, ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ డేటా ఉంటుంది. ఏమేం మాస్టర్స్ ఉంటాయి అనేది కొంచెం డిస్క్రిప్టివ్ ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే.
అండ్
దానికి నేను ఇమేజ్ టైప్ లాగా ఉంటాయి కదండీ. దానికి ఇమేజెస్ టైప్ లాగా
అవును.
అట్లా ఒకసారి ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్ చేయరా అని నేను అడిగిన. మేడం కూడా చెప్పిన. వాళ్ళ మేడం ఏం చెప్పిందో మీకు తెలీదు. నేనైతే
తెలియదు.
బ్రీఫ్‌గా చెప్పమని చెప్పిన. నాకు కొంచెం
నేను
అట్లా.
ఒక పని చెప్తాను, మీకు సపరేట్గా అరేంజ్ చేయమని చెప్తాను.
నేను సెపరేటే అడిగిన సార్. మళ్ళీ
నేను
ఒకసారి నేను మాట్లాడతా సార్. మీరు కూడా మాట్లాడరా?
నేను
కావాలంటే నేను ఇయాల వెయిట్ చేయమన్నా నేను మీకోసం కాల్ కోసం వెయిట్ చేస్తా సార్.
ఓకే, డెఫినెట్‌గా నేను చెప్తాను. మీతో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వమని. ఓకే, దట్స్ ఫైన్. నేను మీతో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వమని చెప్తాను. మీది ఎంఎం కదా. ఓకే, మోహన్ మీది ఎంఎం. సురేష్, యు ఆర్ ఫర్ FICO, రైట్? తేజ, సో వాట్స్ యువర్ డెసిషన్? వేర్ యూ వాంట్ టు గో ఆర్ నాట్ యెట్ డిసైడెడ్?
Yeah, I'm not yet decided. Like basically, I have an idea of basis only.
Okay.
But
So
like,
I'll ask the team to discuss with you.
okay.
Okay. Then for Suresh, and I will ask the team to have a separate demo with the finance team and with the MM team. Okay. We cannot club all together, and I cannot explain
కన్విన్స్ అయిపోతది సార్. ఇప్పుడు ఎంఎంకి కొంచెం ఈ 4 ఉండేసరికి ఎవరు వాళ్ళు కొంచెం
ఎవరు వాళ్ళు సెపరేట్ ఉండాలి యాక్చువల్గా. ఓకే.
మళ్ళా వాళ్ళెట్లా చెప్పారు సార్ మీకేనా? కొంచెం వాళ్ళు
తెలియదు.
చెప్పాలి కదా!
అవును. నాకు
ఇప్పుడు
తెలియదు.
కంటెంట్ నేను ఎఫ్ఎస్సి ఇప్పుడు ఎంఎం కాకుండా పీపీ క్లాసెస్ విన్నాననుకోండి. నాకు పీపీ మీదనేమో నేను మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏంటంటే ఎంఎం గురించి దాన్ని డెమో అనేది కొంచెం క్లియర్‌గా చెప్పాలి. ఇప్పుడు పీపీఎం, ఎస్టీ ఇయన్నీ వచ్చేసరికి మనం ఏం వింటున్నామో మనకే తెలియకుండా పోతది కదా!
అవును.
ఒకసారి అడిగి మళ్ళీ నాకు ఈవినింగ్ కల్లా
నేను మీకు కాల్ చేయమని చెప్తాను. ఓకేనా?
ఒకసారి నాకు ఈవినింగ్ కల్లా డెమో ఉంటే నేను
షూర్ అండి. నేను మళ్ళీ మేము కనెక్ట్ అవ్వమని చెప్తాను. మీకు తేజ అయితే సో ఎట్ టు డిసైడ్, బట్ సురేష్ he has a clarity that he can go with the FIC. Okay, Suresh, that's what it is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Teja, for you it's good. All right, then we'll wind up the class now. Okay, I'll ask the team to connect you. Okay, and moreover I'll ask them to arrange the sessions module to module wise. Okay. ఓకేనండి మోహన్ గారు?
ఓకే.
All the best.
నేను ఒకసారి మాట్లాడాను సార్.
Yeah.
సార్
Okay.
ఎంఎం క్లాస్ అడిగితే అన్ని క్లాసెస్ చెప్తే మాకు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయినా అనుకో, ఇక అప్పుడు డొమైన్ కూడా ఇంకా తీసుకోవద్దనిపిస్తుంది.
అవునవునవును. నేను చెప్తాను నేను.
ఓకే సార్. నేను ఒకసారి ఆమె కూడా కొంచెం
ఓకే అండి. యా బాయ్. నా పేరు ఏంటి?